All right, I have a 1999 4Runner that I'm just going to kind of go through all the problems and issues I had with converting to Tundra big brake upgrade and the rear disc conversion. First thing I did was, first thing when I bought this thing, I had front were warped. Hit the brakes lightly and just shake. So put new pads, put new rotors on them. Good name brand. They warped within 2,000 miles, not even towing anything. So this is ridiculous. So I ended up buying another 4Runner that a dude did a whole bunch of modifications to it. It had 370 some thousand miles on it. And he was having problems with sensors on the engine and blah, blah, blah. He didn't want to mess with it anymore. So I bought it for $1,000. So he had the big brake kit from Power Stop on it. And that's all got... I was bleeding the lines and the line blew off and sprayed everywhere, so those aren't actual leaks, but this kit worked fantastic. I probably put 40,000 miles on this, and I just put a new set of pads on it, and no problems whatsoever. Works amazing. The only little difference is you push the pedal just a little bit further down because these are probably 30% more volume for the same amount of PSI on the discs. But if you hold the pads side by side, huge difference in surface area. The rotors are significantly larger. So I did that modification first, kept the original master cylinder on, and then that same 4Runner I bought had the rear disc conversion on it. I was like, I won't mess with it. I had new pads or shoes on the rear drums, and I was like, I'll leave it. And then we went on a trip to Montana, went through about probably 1,000 feet of 2 foot deep water or so. And then when I got home, that was probably 1,500 miles away from there, I ended up taking the rotors off for some reason, or the drums off, and it was all full of rust and all disgusting. And I'm like, okay, well, that's not good. That's a negative for drums, is they don't clean themselves as well as rotors do. Rotors, you can go through water a lot easier, and it doesn't affect your stopping power. They don't get dirty or gummed up. So I already had the kit, didn't cost me anything because it was on the other 4Runner, so I pulled it off. This specific set has the bracket, the calipers from I think a 2004 Cobra SVT, and these are 4th gen rotors. You can hook up a emergency brake cable to it. That's the old one. I have yet to hook it up yet. Might regret it one day, but so far it's working. I haven't needed it, but once you do that, the negative is your original master cylinder, which I did not see anything online, but if you know anything about proportioning valves, that's what this is. This is a built-in proportioning valve to the original master cylinder with the ABS pump over there. So the ABS pump comes with the proportioning valve built in. So the problem I ran into is you'd hit the brakes and the truck would dip hard. And I could feel that there was no brake going on in the rear. And you could even jack up the rear, hit the brakes in the cab with it in drive, wheels spinning, and it would barely stop. I mean, it'd probably take 5, 6, 7 seconds for that wheel to finally slow down and stop. And you can even look at the rotor surface. You can tell, like if it would rain and the rotors would get a little rusty, I mean, you'd have to put hundreds of miles on it before we clean them off. And the problem with that is because these take a whole lot more volume than this master cylinder with this built-in proportioning valve can give. So it has a lot of pressure, not a lot of volume to actuate those. So what you have to do is you have to get yourself a Wilwood proportioning valve and plumb that in. So what I did is you have to bypass this, so you have to get a new master cylinder. And what I could not find anywhere online, a video, anything like that, because I was running into so many problems. You would hit the pedal, and I mean, it would act as if you're just using emergency brakes. It would not want to stop. Blah, blah, blah. Did a bunch of testing and come to find out that these are backwards. On your ABS master cylinder, this goes to the front, goes to the rear brakes. This goes to the front brakes. On the non-ABS master cylinder, this goes to the front brakes, and this one goes to the rear brakes. So I had these flipped like they were on the original one, and would not work. ABS wouldn't kick on, couldn't lock the wheels up. The rears would work great. I could feel them. They would work great. If you're on dirt, they would lock up and stop. But when you're on the road, I mean, you had like 800-foot stopping distance at like 70 miles an hour. But that's what you had to do, is I had to switch these. I have my Willwood proportioning valve. It's not adjusted yet. I have it all the way in so the rears get max pressure. And I've gone about 60 miles an hour and push it to the floor, and I get 0 wheel lockup, 0 wheel spin. And I mean, it stops as fast as you can possibly get it. But nothing online would tell any of this, and I figured I'd get on here, post a video, help somebody else out, and get rid of the headaches. I'm probably a year into dealing with trying to figure out what does what and conflicting information online. Some people, they put a bigger master cylinder on here thinking, oh, it doesn't push out enough volume. This is a 1-inch. The original is a 1-inch. They put the T100 master cylinder in. It's a 1 1/16 inch bore. But I was like, none of it's making sense. This should put out plenty of volume. I mean, it's a huge bore for this size calipers and stuff like that. But that was my problem, is these were backwards. You can't have a built-in proportioning valve. You just get yourself your Willwood proportioning valve and adjust it manually how you want it. And yeah, it works fantastic. The brakes don't warp. It's better than factory. And but yeah,